Hey guys, Willie Mayette, creator of Jazzedge, and I want to welcome you to the Confident Improviser exercise number 1. Now before getting started with the program, I suggest that you take a look at my lesson on how the program works. That'll give you a nice overview of how each of these exercises is going to flow and give you an idea of the structure. The structure is going to be pretty consistent from exercise to exercise. However, in this first exercise, since it's the first one, I'm going to kind of hold your hand a little bit more and tell you what it is that we're going to be doing. So I'll give you a little bit more instruction in this exercise. All right, so let's get started. Each of the exercises is broken up into 4 parts. The first is accompaniment. The next is the ingredients or the scale. After that, we work on rhythm. And then finally, we do an exercise and then variations. All right, let's get started. So the accompaniment. What I'm going to do is I'm going to play the accompaniment 4 times for you. All right, and I'm not going to give you a lot of instruction on why we're doing this accompaniment. It's really the program is designed for you just to do it, all right? So it's just all about doing. So here we go. Let me play it 4 times for you. 1, 2, here we go. And as we go, especially if something like this is pretty simple, I might kind of talk over this. You see your fingering is written in there, 5, 3, 2, 1. The main thing is make sure that you play this nice and steady, all right? 2 beats apiece. Do, ooh, do, ooh, do, ooh. Okay, you can also count this as 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You want to make sure that you don't do this. Don't go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. A lot of times students will do that. What they'll do is they will come in and they will rush this beat right here. All right, so make sure that you don't do that. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to play it together 8 times. All right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put on the iReal Pro. You'll see that the iReal Pro will kind of pop up over here in the corner just as a little reference for you, okay? If you do not have iReal Pro or you don't understand what iReal Pro is, again, I encourage you to take a look at that, how the program works lesson, and I'll explain all of it in there. All right, so here we go. Play it with me. Third time. 4th. Make sure you're pulling and grabbing at those notes in the left hand. 2 more times. Last time. Great job, all right? And then when you end, just make sure you end on the C. Don't end on the G. Come back and end on the C. And of course, you could play this, as much as you want with iReal Pro, and you can change the tempo. All right, so now what we're going to do is I want you to play the left hand, okay? And I'm going to play some chords in the right hand. I'm just going to play my simple C minor to F minor to a G7 in the right hand. You do not have to worry about playing these chords. I'm just playing them to accompany you, right? The main focus for you right now is to focus on keeping that left hand accompaniment nice and steady, right? Now, of course, remember, since we're up to this part in the exercise, if the accompaniment is moving too fast for you, you might need to pause the video and practice that a little bit slower, but I think around this tempo is not too bad for most students. Okay, so here we go. You're going to play the left hand bass line. I'm going to be playing the chords, right? So you're going to be playing this down here, okay? I'm not going to play this, you're going to play this, and I'm going to play the chords in the right hand. Here we go. Ready? Go. Third time. Last time. Good job. All right, so the left hand on this first exercise obviously is pretty simple, right? The main idea is you just want to make sure that you play it steady. Now, again, if you have had difficulty up to this point with that left hand, then just make sure that you pause the video, play the left hand a little bit, because the left hand accompaniment has to be really steady before we move on. Okay, so